Hello, good afternoon. Actually, I'm sorry. It's still good morning. 11:38 a.m. 11:38 a.m. 38 a.m. 11:38 a.m. Saturday in California. And I just first I just want to say thank you for the 1,000 followers. We're a little bit stuck on this number, one or two up, one or two down. So we are on 1,000 average followers, subscribers, which is I'm very grateful for that. I appreciate million times. So let me send some done. Okay, let me see if I can send to someone else here. Just give me. All right, I'm back. Sorry for the interruption. All right, I'm back. Sorry for the interruptions. So anyway, we're here in California. This week was let's put it this way, a huge deal when it comes to politicians and elections. We had an election on Virginia for governor and some other positions, governor, lieutenant governor. We had an election in New Jersey for a governor and some other positions. And also we have probably one of the big one was in New York City for mayor, which the further left, Mondani, won the elections. And here in California, we had a very important referendum, if we may call it referendum. It's a vote for that could, doesn't say should, but could favor the Democrats in the next election for Congress. And on all those places that I just mentioned, looks like the Democrat left, got very important wins, political speaking. So yes, and as usual, since the beginning of this year, there is not a single week that we don't have something going on here in the United States. Right? Probably in some other countries too. I've noticed some, things going on, and not only in the Middle East, but European countries, Africa. So it is kind of a very significant political storm, political, social, financial storm going on throughout this planet. Well, not surprised, but that's how it is right now. So, yes, I'm here. If you guys have any comment, any question, I'll be more than glad. Hello, no, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate. And listen, like I said, right now it's Saturday, 11:43 a.m., California Pacific Time. Hello, Mac, MAC, I appreciate, thank you. And yes, I want to thank you guys for watching my videos. I noticed that a lot of people are watching and participating, some of you guys, giving your opinion. It's great to see that. Again, thank you so much for the 1,000 subscribers. That was great. I hope you guys continue. Thank you for the thumbs up. And a heads up also that I am on Instagram. For those who wants to know, I am on Instagram too, which is Carlos Todd, Carlos TODD 63. Carlos TODD 63 on Instagram. One of the reasons why sometimes I recommend Instagram is for those who wants to learn more about myself, what I do, my professional level, my opinion, my whatever. There you can send me messages, you can, ask me questions more in a more personal kind of way, and business too. So yeah, check out my videos on Instagram right here on a YouTube channel. And no, I'm not on the TikTok anymore for probably about a couple of months or so. I was kicked out. That's the truth from TikTok. Probably I don't know for sure. I'm guessing probably because of my non-political views. I mean, I'm not pro-politics and definitely not pro-religion. And probably this was one of the reasons why they kicked me out. I don't mind. Actually was a good thing because this year, since the beginning of this year, TikTok was acting weirdly. So completely different. That is no TikTok as used to be like from the previous year. We got something else they call TikTok, but it's not a TikTok like it used to be. So anyway, I feel kind of free for now, although I know that everything when it comes to social media, even here on YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, and others, it's a freedom, limited freedom, because they have the cards, they know how far they can send you, they know when they can cut your wings, and I'm aware of that. So I wouldn't be surprised if one of these days they do the same to me here or Instagram. Matter of fact, Instagram cut my live presentation there. They give some sort of excuse, but whatever, So I know that this idea of freedom is probably one of the most, what is the word? I forgot. Utopic idea is freedom. Freedom as a whole does not exist. It's just an idea, an aspiration. But it's not that I'm okay with that, but I am aware with that. So thank you, friends, whatever label, LAABU, with friends. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate. Okay, if you guys have any question, let me know. I'm here normally at my live presentation. Thank you for the thumbs up. My live presentation normally is on a Saturday and Sundays, not necessarily, and I have no time frame for that. It can be in the morning, can be in the afternoon, can be any time, So yeah, but it's good to be here. It's good to be alive. It's good to have the opportunity to live on this planet and learn so much. And understanding life a little by little, step by step, and until we got our time done, and that's how it is, right? We come and we go. Nobody's too important to stay forever, and forever is kind of hard to define. And speaking of forever, one of my opinion about time is that time in reality does not exist. Time was something created by us. I don't think it was created by animals, the animal kingdom itself, but was created by humans. And that's why we have all this, I don't know, crazy life, crazy daily life for many people, because they are always worrying about time here, time there, time to get here, time to get there, time to this, time to that. So, but no, I know that time is something that was invented by us. But anyway, here we are. I appreciate your stopping by. Please subscribe, and Leave your opinion if you want. I want to see you guys watching my videos, crazy ones. But I think the idea, for those who wants to know, the idea of my video is just to keep you guys informed. You know, I do my best. I try very, very hard for not giving my opinion, although I have my opinion, but I'll do my best to keep to myself for as long as I can. Not promise. Sometimes I just can't take it and then I'll say it. But generally what I do is just I post all those already opinions out there, and I share with you guys, and you guys watch, and whatever you guys want to say about it, I'm here to listen. So, but let me make myself clear. When it comes to politicians, when it comes to politics, I don't trust in politicians, and I don't trust in religion at all. So I know they have agendas, and most of them, I don't want to generalize like everybody because this is not fair, but most of them, they have their own agenda. they don't care much about people like we want them to do. But that's how it is, that's how life is. But I know that, and on my videos I kind of share this. That's true. That's true. I heard about that too. Yes. Thank you for you to share your knowledge. And but yes, if you go out there one day in nature, I'm sorry, and if you contemplate things, you see that this thing about time, and now we have this time thing that brings back summertime, whatever, brings back the clock, fast forward the clock. This is all big time BS, excuse my French. But hey, they do whatever want to do, and we do whatever we want to do, and let's see how far we can get. But at the end of the day, like I said, check out my videos. End of the day, we all gonna end up in the same situation. No matter how you live your life, how you did things, the result is kind of the same. Now you can argue on the religious side of it, right? That if you do this, this is gonna happen to you. If you do that, this is gonna happen to you, and this and that, and then you bring God to the equation, but at the end of the day, it's not going to change much, people who believe in God a lot, they're going to die. Some, they're going to die in catastrophic ways. Some of them, they're going to die in peace. Some of others, they're going to, have good experience. Some other, they're going to have a horrible life. So it's not their beliefs that are going to change the outcome of certain things, because it's a combination of things. Life is a combination of factors, and one of these factors is just culture, society, and the country where you came from, environment, and everything else. It's a combination of elements that determine your life, and plus nature plays a big role on it, because plus some people is born with certain situation, certain condition, and this and that. But at the end of the day, what I'm saying is, believing in something may help you somehow, depend your state of mind, but I don't think it's going to affect, like people say or believe, directly to the outcome of your life. Could, but not necessarily. That's what I'm saying. But I'll tell you this. when it comes to human behavior, it may alter or may influence, uh, your spiritual and personal life, emotional life. It's how we do things, it's how we feel about things that cause or not certain things around us. And that is a fact. So we can, you can make a decision to learn more about life and live the best we can. And I'm not even saying get ready. I'm not saying that because this can create some sort of anxiety. Anxiety of any kind is not good for us. So what I'm saying is live the best you can. Relations and relationship can help or cannot help you. So the biggest part of our problems on a financial side, on the emotional side, and even a spiritual side is related to relationships. You can, if you have a good relationships, which is kind of hard to I forgot the word now, but to establish to it's a very personal evaluation when it comes to what is good and what is not good. It's a very personal. So, but yes, relationships can determine, how you're gonna live your life. If you can have tons of friends, which is very hard to define too, and because relations and personal relations and relationship, that is one element that can cause a lot of problems. And this element, it's called a expectation. Most of our relationships and personal level, mostly, even at business level, it brings this expectation. An expectation can cause problems. Why? The reason is very, very, very simple. We are all humans. So humanity, we're gonna disappoint people. It's part of us, in some level, and that's why relationships comes and goes. And also, that's why that people like me today, I don't know tomorrow, have a very, very slim, very, very little relationship with people. I live a relatively speaking lonely life. I'm not complaining, I'm just saying, okay? And the reason why is because most of my past relationships in a personal business level, I create, consciously or not, I created a lot of expectations. So now I found out that, it's funny because I was thinking about this week, right? Would you rather choose live by yourself or lonely or alone, whatever you want to call, okay? Or having someone that you cannot trust 100%. Because let me tell you something, it's not for bad or good reasons. Trusting in someone 100%, it's a huge mistake. And it's not about being bad or being good. You know, 100% expectation in anybody, family member, friends, relative, whatever, it's a huge mistake. Why? For the simple reason that we are all humans. We make mistakes, we are not perfect, and because of that, we do stupid things. I'm just giving a short phrase and very effective one. Um, so, uh, so the question that I came to my mind this week, okay, which one is best or worse, good or bad? Live by yourself and minimize the damage of relations. I think I put it right way now. Or having a lot of people or some people around you that some of them you probably know that is going to be a trouble or problem sooner or later. So should I avoid problem? Should I face the problem? Should I fight this problem? Or what is it? So that's the thing. We have to think about that, you know? And for now, I'm not saying tomorrow I'm not going to change my mind, but for now, I think I'm choosing a kind of peace of mind, peace of soul, than, having all those artificial relationships or expectations kind of relationships and judgment kind of relationships, because the family, friends is this, it's they like you, they dislike you, sometimes they tell you, sometimes they don't. And remember, the worst enemy is the enemy who is around you, who present himself or herself as a friend or family member. Why? Because when you have these people close to you and you think they are the best ever, and tomorrow you're going to find out, no, they're not. They're backstabbers or whatever you want to call, it hurts. And some people don't take too well. That's why you see so many bad stories out there. So anyway, I don't know why I extend the conversations that long about this, but at least I kind of remember, because I wanted to talk about that a little bit, and I'm glad that I remember, and I did. Hello, Oman. Wow, that's far, and I appreciate your stopping by. Thank you. And hello from California. And right now it's 12:05 p.m. I'm sorry, 12:02 p.m. in California, United States. This is Pacific time. From the Pacific time here in the United States all the way to the Atlantic, which is Eastern time, we call. Eastern time is there is a 3 hours difference. Okay, so yeah, thank you for your opinion. So yeah, we are kind of 12 hours apart. So in other words, you are already Runyu, I don't know if I pronounce correct, from Oman. So for you, you are already on Sunday, early morning Sunday. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate. I find it difficult to trust because of bad experience. Look, let me tell you something. In relationships, listen, look at this. If you decide to have relationships, either way, and I've been there. I mean, I've been around the block for a long time. I got hurt many times because, and I was always exposing, you know, giving myself, let's put this way, on my relationships, all kind of business. I had very business experience and the personal relations in all levels, all levels. Now, if you are afraid of getting hurt, you're gonna do what I'm doing. I don't want to use the word afraid. I don't think I am afraid of anything, but I think I am tired. So, because on relations, you have to understand this is a very good thing. I think it's very inspirational. Right now, I'm feeling kind of inspired to talk about this. You know, if you don't want to get hurt, because eventually you will, in high level and lower level, but we all get hurt. We all get hurt. So if you don't want to get hurt, the social life is not for you. Just keep that in mind today. You're gonna go out there, you're gonna have business, you're gonna work, you're gonna, work relations, your co-worker, co-business partner or business partner, whatever you wanna call. Thank you, Oman. Thank you for being there, okay? So if you have all these kind of relations, remember, eventually, can't avoid that is no protection. Nothing special is going to protect you from this. Eventually, you're going to get hurt. You can be careful as much. I mean, if you're very, very careful, you're going to have a bad relation. Because everybody's going to see you like, hey, there you go. That's the guy who, isolate himself. And isolating yourself in a public relations is not a good relationship. That's the problem, So is all you have to understand is this. Now, the problem is when we talk about getting hurt is consequences, right? The consequences is going to come on a personal level, financial level, a spiritual level, emotional level, and all kinds of consequences. Now, the good news is there will be good results too. No? Sometimes we have a very good relationship. I have a friend that we are like brothers. We had our up and downs. Yes, we did, because this is what the, relationship calls, okay? But we've been friends since at least 1982. We consider ourselves like brothers, although we are kind of far apart, a few hundred miles apart, we talk almost every day, and we did great things together in the past. We suffer, we enjoy, we did everything. He's a well-succeeded person. I think, he had his up and downs like I did. But, hey, what's up, man? Ghost, thank you so much for stopping by. Cool, thank you. I'm watching from Ireland, so half of the planet talking. Hey, my goodness, thank you so much, Ireland. Thank you. My special thanks for everybody around this planet. And now going back to what I'm talking about with personal, business, whatever relationship, I don't think I have the qualifications to talk about that, because in a way I consider myself a failure on this. I look back, I said, man, I had so many friends one day, now I have almost, maybe in one hand, maybe less, when it comes to friends. So it's kind of almost suspicious kind of relationship when you get older, in a way. So now I live kind of by myself. Of course, I go out there, do things, I visit family sometimes. But it's not the same thing like I used to. But I think the thing was on me, because when it was family, man, this is family, Wow, and then things happen. I have my downside, of failure. I have at least 10 years of my life was just like failing, mostly in the financial field, and this and that. And I don't think people wants to be around people who are always, failing. So, and then things, it did get better because I made some decisions to make it better. It was like, well, I never had cancer. My apologies for those patients out there. But I think it was almost like a chemo kind of, it was suffering. Okay, now I'm gonna get better. So now I'm getting better. But with this getting better comes the realization, right? That, hey, man, you understand now you cannot count on everybody forever. You can't be down. You're gonna need help, but remember, nobody's gonna help you forever. At least maybe some people will, right? I'll take that. Nobody is not a good opinion, but most of the people, they would not tolerate your failure forever. There will be a time they say that that's enough. They're gonna leave you. And the sensation of being by yourself, it is a very horrible thing, but sometimes some people don't take that well and do a lot of stupid things that I don't want to talk about here on this channel. Not now, at least. So I appreciate Ghost. I appreciate, man. I do appreciate Ghost. I really appreciate what you're saying, okay? Because it comes from my heart. By the way, just between us, this is a very damaged heart. Not only on a personal, spiritual, emotional, but physically too. His heart went through a lot of things. But anyway, I appreciate so much, okay? And it is inspirational because I know, like I said before, people who watch my video before, they know that I don't have a time frame to show up. Oh, I'm going to be there Saturday and Sunday, and this time I don't, because I only come here when I feel like this is it. I got to talk about something today. Sometimes I don't even know exactly what it is, but then it comes, So thank you, Ghost. I appreciate. And thank you, Ireland. I appreciate. So anyway, let me see. Let's see what can I do to my memory loss. So yes, if you are afraid of relations, you have to understand the brutal truth. You will get hurt. Thing is how you're gonna handle, skills for that you're gonna need. Cool, you're gonna need. A spiritual preparation you're gonna need. You're gonna need a psychological and emotional preparation or learning, because that's what life is all about. I always tell people. Now, I am the one who kind of chose to step back. And now I'm using my platforms like I'm using right now because, hey, you are there. You can see me, but we don't have a very close relationship. So it's better for me to help you guys because that's the intention, at least by sharing my opinion. Like you see, the title on my live presentation is just my opinion. It's my experience. Yours may be different. So, but I do this well intentioned. And when I tell people, hey, subscribe, share, it's because I think that maybe somebody out there want to hear this kind of conversation, this kind of talk, you know. That's why I ask you people. It's not about money, not yet. It's just about helping people. So, yeah, please share as much as you can. Check my videos. Some people like my videos a lot, some don't like at all. I have comments that say, hey, get a life. Some say, hey, thank you, whatever, or some say something else, which I like. Because when people interact, when they give opinion, when they watch and like, don't like, it is a good thing. Because this is what I expect from this kind of stuff we're doing right now. I'm pretty sure you've got a ton of experience you can drop on us. Yeah, I guess I do. I really do. I'm not going to pretend being humble, right? You know, humbleness is not my thing. But I guess I do. I really do. I have only in the United States. I have over 30 years here. You know, learning, living, learning, living, you know, on and on. One step forward, two step back, like a dance, you know. You know, this life sometimes like dancing, you know. You go on a saloon or on the floor, a dancing floor, and you grab your whatever partner, on these days you should say whatever your partner is, and you dance, right? You go around this huge ballroom and you're dancing. By the end of the day, you're gonna be there, or end of the night, in this case, probably some is on daytime too. So this is life. You're gonna be dancing, dancing. Some dance great, you know. Some it looks like, man, this guy don't know how to dance. But you should dance, man, because life is about dancing. Let's keep dancing, right? So anyway, 38 minutes in the hour. We are 12:17 p.m. Saturday. 12:17 p.m. Saturday in California, United States. You know, Saturday. And thank you for all those early morning Sunday, you know, out there, you know, all those countries that I appreciate so much. To me, man, it is such. Oh, yesterday, I forgot to mention this. Yesterday, I went to the planetarium here in California. Man, I haven't went to a to a planetarium for decades, since I was like kid or something, decades ago. It was such a good experience. It was amazing. I post some pictures a little bit, not much. It's on my videos, but I'm gonna make a little video of the planetarium that I went yesterday. All right, guys. So anyway, what would be the quote of the day? Let me think about it. Because it comes from here. I'll think about that. Now you put some pressure on me. I like it, kind of. So anyway, remind me that, okay? Have you ever heard of Eric Clapton? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I know Eric Clapton. I don't know him. I heard her sing Tears in Heaven, that song that he made for his son, remember? A man who lives, okay. All right, man, thank you. Kind words, I guess. A man who waves at babies, smiles and at strangers, and treats everyone with kindness, he thinks he will never find love, but he is the love. Now I have to tell you something. Somebody brought this love thing, okay? I have to confess something about love. Here I am, here I go. I think I already spoke about that in some other videos. I personally do not understand love. Maybe it's because the frugality, the way people treat the word love in these days. What people are talking about out there when they describe or call love, it's not me. So I do not understand love. For many years, when I used to be a religious person, not anymore, I still have the scriptures, so you don't think that I don't know what I'm talking about. There we go. You see? And was a lot of scriptures and written stuff there. This is this one I probably have for 40 years almost, at least 30, I don't know. So this one that I just showed you is in Portuguese. So I still understand a lot about the gospel and stuff, but I'm not related to religion anymore. But anyway, back in the days, I thought I knew a lot about love. But time went by, this and that, and I came to the conclusion that I do not understand love. I know what people talk about love, and most of those descriptions out there of love, I don't think it is love. But that's me, all right? So anyway, thank you anyway, I appreciate. Clapton was cool in ice cream. I don't know what you guys talking about, man. Now I'm lost. Cool in cream. Oh my, what the heck? Is that a joke or something? I don't know, maybe it is. Lila is my, oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yes. Yeah. I used to have some collection of him many years ago, decades ago anyway. The smoke on the water, okay. Well, I am in the United States for about over three decades, okay? But I am originally from Brazil. Look at the little flag there, the green and yellow there. That's Brazil. So, but over half of my life, I've been here. So you do the numbers. Yeah, but I would like to be called, if I could one day, the citizen of this planet. Because I do not believe in nationalities, citizenship and stuff. I believe that we should be one race, a human race, a human citizen. I wish we could understand how important is our home, this planet. Some call planet Earth. I think whoever gave this name made a mistake. We should find a good name for this planet. I don't know what it is. But anyway, better than, So we confuse love with lust, yet love is death and lust is fleeting. True. I think it's way more than that, Bruno. It's way more than that. I have a few grandkids, and one particular one, I have such a close relationship to him that I cannot, if I could talk about love, which again, I'm not an expert and I do not understand love. Let me make myself clear, okay? But if I could describe love, it would be what I feel for my grandson. I cannot describe. That's why I'm saying that. I think a real good, clear, immaculate love, it's that feeling that you cannot describe. But I know two things about what it's so-called love, which again I don't understand. That is two things that love does to you. It gives us such a great pleasure and undescribed feeling, and also sometimes makes you suffer. It gives you pain. It's kind of hard to describe the pain, but it gives you pain. So it's this mixed kind of feelings, you know. It's like sometimes you almost wish you don't have it, and sometimes you're glad you have it. Confusing, isn't it? There we go. What I think about Zoran Mandani, New York new mayor. I appreciate your question. I do appreciate your question. First, let me tell you something. I do not believe in believing, and I do not believe in politics. Let me make myself clear. I told you guys many times on my live presentation and videos. But that having been said, let me say something. I really think, I may be wrong, but I really think that Mandani probably would be the best thing that ever happened to New York City and this country, for different reasons that people think. But it brings a lot of hope, not only to the New York, but to this country, because he is the opposite of both parties in the United States, because he believes in doing good things. If he's going to bring about what he is saying, that's a different story. I don't want to talk about this, but let me tell you something. He brought together Jewish, Muslims, Christians, poor, and powerful people, some. And that is amazing. How far this is going to go, it is a topic for a different conversation. But answering your question, I really hope, I sincerely wish the best ever for this gentleman called Zoran Mandani. All right? And he is very sincere, I think. But I've been wrong in politics many times. That's why I'm not into politics. I think that we should have, a system that do not depend in politics and religion. If we can do that, we're gonna have better days. By the way, he seems to be a religious guy, Muslim, but he is also very charismatic person. He looks like he cares about everybody, don't matter what religion you're in. And this is a good sign. Answer your question, I believe. Sir, I'm from India. What is your impression about India? I want to know as a foreign, and also I want to ask why so many people in US hate Indians and pass racist comments. Well, my opinion about Indians is the same about the road stage. Let me say this. That's when religion and culture comes in. Okay? We are raised in all different backgrounds, all different political views, all different religions, and and culture. So when you ask about someone, depends who you ask, right? So good people and bad people we have everywhere. all countries, all nations, all cultures. We can argue which one brings more or less good and bad ones. We can talk about this, maybe do a survey, which is going to be very complicated because it depends on the background, depends on the life that person lives. But the best person ever is a human or a person who understands life enough to not judging people by their nationality. So I've seen good things and bad things from people from India and from other countries, including mine. I have a positive and negative opinion about people from my country, and same as here in the United States. So what I'm trying to say is I can't say anything about nationality because it's very complicated. I don't think the problem is necessarily about the nationality. It could have some influence because of the culture and religion. Yes. Right? It's the same thing if you ask me, hey, what do you think about this whatever country out there that they have this human sacrifice for their God? We can talk about this entire day and night. Am I right? So it's like depends. I don't think it's about necessarily about nationality. We cannot influence, yes. But a good human should understand what I just told you. No politics, no religion, the road would be a lot better. Definitely. I know it hurts people when I say that. And I am a former religious guy, you know? But that's reality. And you know what? Let me tell you something. Let me be a confident. Let me bring some confidence on this, some personal. When I came to this realization about that, it was like they moved the ground out of my feet for a long time. I felt baseless. I felt, man, it was horrible when I came to this conclusion, but I have to face the music, you know? So people think that God and religion are the same thing. Some people think that being a religious person, it will bring you close to God, and that couldn't be more further and far from the truth. Under the contrary, you know, a lot of atrocities, mainly most of the atrocity, are not committed by what they call atheists, but yet for religious people. Look all these wars. Let's start by these wars. Do you want to know, do a survey, how many people you think there are soldiers, generals, commanders, you know, how many of those they are somehow, some level religious people? Should I go any further on this? I don't think so, right? So, but anyway, I don't know, somebody asked me, oh, the quote of the day. Let me think about my quote of the day. I'm gonna think. I'll think about that. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. There we go. Have 2 people out there now. I was thinking about something here, but my brain is not, you know, connecting well now. But yes, I appreciate all you guys participating. I appreciate your opinion. I hope you guys can share our videos. I hope you guys can, watch my videos and check it out my Instagram page too. Carlos Todd 63. Carlos TODD 63. You're sleepy. You should be. You should be, right? So yeah, man. But hey, man, I thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you come more often, and good luck in finding me here, because like I said, I try to be Saturdays and Sundays like today and tomorrow, and but I don't know what time I'm gonna be here, if I'm gonna be here for sure. So good luck with that. But as a consolation, you're gonna have my videos out there. And when it comes to quote, I still don't remember. I mean, what I should say. Let me see if I have something here. I may have. Keep talking, okay? I'm gonna check it out. Okay, I have something here. That probably is for the Palestinians and the road. Anybody knows who is the most famous, one of the most famous spiritual religious, not religious, but a spiritual influence leader till this day? Anybody knows? Well, his name is questionable. Some people call him Jesus Christ, and Aramaic is different name, but that's it. He was born in Bethlehem, which is on the Palestinian side. So congratulations to the Palestinians that have this big influencer, and important figure on the spiritual level, and congratulations to that. Okay, now let me see. I'm not saying piece of advice. I don't want to say that it's a political advice, but I leave you guys with these words. Don't be political. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. In these days where we have, this polarization, it's even worse than it is right now. So don't be political. Be proactive. Find your own solutions. Do not depend on politicians. Don't put your life in anybody's hands. Own your life. Own your life. Your present. I was gonna say own your future, but that's utopic. Future is just a possibility. Like I normally say, never mind the past. It's done. It is done. Your past, it's done. Use everything you can, your power, yourself, your energy, your spirituality for today, the present. The future is just a possibility. Future is just a possibility. Do your best right now. Do your best right now. Thank you so much for believing in yourself, for doing the best you can. Thank you so much. I appreciate. Look, my best wishes. I am in California. I may be far from you guys, but I sincerely hope and wish you all the best. Check my videos. Check my informations that I have there. If you have any question, if you want to talk to me, you can contact me on Carlos Todd 63, Carlos TODD 63 on Instagram. Subscribe there, send me a message, recording message, written message, whatever. Check my profile. share my videos, share everything, and we'll be finish this journey one day together. See you. Take care, man. Bye bye.